As a full-time coach for men, one thing I am constantly seeing is men settling for relationships and settling when it comes to sex. Now you're probably wondering, what do I mean by settling? Well, the girl was decently attractive, like a 4 or 5 out of 10. They were a bit tipsy, so they said, F it, I'll do it. The girl that they were seeing was the first girl to show up on 2 dates back to back. She touched his wiener, so he's like, you know what? I might as well take this relationship than try to find another one. So a lot of men are with women that they don't really like that much physically. They may be great people, but physically they feel like they are settling. And as you know, men, we're very physical creatures when it comes to what we like. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about how and why men are settling and how you can escape it by developing a better dating strategy. Fellas, let's talk. What I've learned to notice is a lot of men love sex, but a lot of men don't like the processes and the systems it takes to get to it. Whenever I make a video about approaching women, it never fails. In the comment section, men will say, oh, bro, it's not worth risking my reputation. Oh, bro, I'm just going to get hit with a sexual assault charge. Oh, bro, she's going to reject me and I have to see her again, right? When it comes to dating apps, I will tell guys, hey, these are the type of photos that you need in order to crush it on dating apps to where you can go from 1 to 2 matches a week to hopefully 1 to 3 matches a day. Men in the comment section will say, hey, that seems like a lot of work. Hey, that seems like I'm doing too much. Hey, well, that's not how I really am. I don't really take photos. I want to feel like a fraud. So men want the result with the attractive woman, but they aren't willing to do any of the work to get there. If you really think about it, if you want to get rich, you're going to have to learn so many skills, so many systems. You have to learn how to hire people, fire people, which CRMs to have, you know, what type of mindsets, mentors, coaches. Like, it takes a lot to get rich, right? And men are okay with going through that process, right? But when it comes to dating, that's just one thing they wish they were a natural at. I believe that most men want to be a natural. Now, who doesn't want to be a natural at anything? Who actually wants to have to learn and struggle to do anything? Let's be real. But dating is one of those things where if you're not this naturally born, charismatic, handsome guy, you're going to have to learn a thing or two. Surprisingly, that was me. I was the guy that had to learn this. I didn't get my first kiss till I was 18 years old. I didn't have sex till I was damn near 22. So I'm most definitely a late bloomer, and I had to learn all the skills and systems, which is why I feel so qualified talking to you guys, because my dating life was heading towards the settling. It was heading towards taking whoever liked me enough. Now, this passive dating strategy a lot of men have. You see, you could get lucky, but what if you don't? That's the biggest thing, right? First, let's say some of you, right? Let's say you have a job where there's a cute girl, like a 5 out of 10, and you guys spend almost a year together. All of a sudden at the company party, you guys make out. A week later, you guys go on a date. And then by the 4th day, you guys have sex, and now it's your wife. Now, does that happen? Yes, but is that going to happen to every single guy watching this video? No, unfortunately not, right? So a lot of men are planning for a future with a girl, but there's no skills or processes to obtain the one they really want. They're just living life hoping the girl falls in their lap, like that coworker example that I gave you. Or you're just at the bar at the right time, drunk, and the other girl's with you, is drunk, you guys hit it off, and that happens, right? A lot of men are getting women by the skin of their teeth, or they're settling for girls on dating apps they're not that attracted to. So what I want to talk about is my dating strategy. My dating strategy allows me to pick the girls that I want, right? Now, here's the thing. I've been able to do this for a bunch of guys, and I'll put some transformations on the screen right now of befores and afters, so you can actually see this is not all hype. This is a real thing where guys were not able to pick the girls they wanted. They had to settle, got a system, and now they're able to pick and choose the girls that they want. So the first skill that I believe you have to obtain to get a really good dating life is the ability to cold approach a woman. Let's be real. The girl of your dreams may not be your coworker. She may not be on a dating app, as in you may not have direct access to her through an app or at your job. She may be at your dog park walking her dog in a park. She could be at the grocery store. She could be at the gym, right? She could be at the mall, all these different places. And if you don't have the balls to go over to that woman and say hello, you may miss your opportunity. And a lot of men miss their opportunity. Now, a lot of guys can get pretty bold when they're drunk, right? But when they're sober at the grocery store, that girl walks right past them. When they're sober at the gym, they may never dare to talk to a girl at the gym. Or they're sober, going for some shopping at a mall, they see a cute girl and that girl walks right past them. What if that girl could have been the mother of your children or your wife or whatever the case may be? But this is why I'm so adamant about guys walking up to women that they find attractive. Now, what you may want to say is, well, Chad, that doesn't work. Well, if you think about dating doesn't work. I'd argue for most men, approaching doesn't work. Dating apps don't work. Like, let's be real, nothing in dating for men actually works. And when I say works, I'm talking about a above 60 or 70% hit rate. Let's be honest, dating doesn't work for most men. So the reason why approaching is so amazing is you get to hand pick the girl you want to speak to. Opposed to swiping on attractive girls and never getting a match, you can just walk up to them. Right? Opposed to, you dating a coworker, you waiting to be drunk at a bar, you can start picking girls in a sober environment. And I feel like you meeting a woman in a more sober environment, that's where she really wants to meet men. I'd argue for women, it matters where they meet men more to us. I don't care where I meet the girl of my dreams. I can meet her at the cemetery. I can meet her in a parking garage. I don't discriminate. But some girls will literally say, I don't want to meet my man at the club, but they actively go to the club every weekend, meet guys, and ghost them in the morning. Right? But if you met that girl at Equinox, or you met that girl in a grocery store, you met that girl at a Sunday's farmer's market, she's probably more likely to take you more serious than the guy on the dating app, than the guy she met at the club the night before. In conclusion, being able to handpick the woman that you want, walk up to her, introduce yourself, shoot the shit a little bit, and get her number and set up a date is a crucial skill a lot of guys don't want to have to learn because it's uncomfortable. Even me, who's made hundreds of approaches, is still not 100% comfortable walking up to a stranger, and I don't think I ever will. I think approaching women is still a very nerve-wracking thing. I don't think it's necessarily normal. I think our body is more primed to talk to people that we know already. It's not primed to walk up to a complete stranger, I'll be honest with you. So that feeling that I have of walking up to a girl, I still get that gut feeling of, oh my God, this may not go my way. Oh my God, this girl could brutally reject me. But it always ends up being a neutral or a good experience. As in the girl is either A, like, oh, hey, yeah, or she's super enthusiastic. But yes, learning to approach women will definitely help you not settle. So you can start, hand picking the women you want, opposed to settling for a drunk girl at a bar or just swiping on dating apps, just swiping right on everything. The next skill that most men don't have is picture taking. I believe being able to take a good photo takes some skill. I believe you have to be photogenic, know how to pose your hands, know how to pose your face, know what type of lighting to be in, how to curate a vibe, like, hey, grab a mojito drink opposed to like a Sprite, because the mojito has, mint leaves and stuff like that. Oh, make sure you pick a good background. Don't have the background be a LA Fitness bathroom. Have it be, a city skyline or an ocean, or you're at a really nice, vibey restaurant, right? You know, knowing what food to have. Maybe don't have like a burger in front of you, have sushi, or, you know, maybe like, I don't know, some red wine, like stuff that girls would like, right? So this is actually quite a skill, and most men don't have it, which is why if you ask any of your friends who are women, they'll tell you most men have no idea how to generate attraction on dating apps. So having a coach like myself, I walk you through this process so you can start getting more matches on dating apps. Again, I will throw some, you know, after shots on the screen here of people who I've worked with who saw a 5x, 10x return on their dating app profile when I was able to say, hey, wear this, pose like that, put your hands here, pose your face like that, go to this location, okay, have your body like this. This is a skill that most men do not have. And on top of that, your friends are probably not pros at this either. They'll probably just grab your iPhone, have the camera slightly tilted while their hand is shaking, take some photos of you, and you're blinking in half of them, or like the composition is off, the framing is off, and you still don't look good. Right? So I'd say those two skills, being able to approach a woman, right? Now you can handpick her. Having a dating app profile that gets you at least 1 to 2 matches or more per day, that's going to allow you to start having a better dating life where you don't feel like you are settling. And if you're a guy that's getting back into dating and you're struggling to get out, put yourself out there and approach, you're struggling to get those perfect photos for those dating apps, I personally want to be your mentor and help you get there. I will leave a link down below to book a completely free call where you and I will figure out how can we get you from where you're at now to the preferable dating outcome, whether it's a new relationship or casual dating. You guys have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.